Nice place.
Second floor.
It's closing time, gentlemen. If any of you have changed your mind, it's time to go. James will see you out. No one? Very well. Gentlemen, it has been an honor and a privilege.
Jesus. They just gave up? Nice place.
Second floor.
Ah, Madison. Looking as lovely as always. Care for a Nuka Dark?
Good evening, Magnuson.
I assume this impromptu meeting means a decision has been reached?
Yes and no. Given our current partnership with Robco and your less than amicable parting, there's been discussion regarding the ethics of recruiting your services.
Ethics? I'd expect to hear from Vault-Tec. Let's cut the crap, Maddie. You wouldn't have come all the way here if it was just to say, no deal. Your higher-ups simply think they can get more out of me. And they're not wrong. I know how this game is played. Fine. On top of guiding your attempts to replicate ASAM technology, I'll also see about getting 111's cryotech up to speed, but that is all.
And if my superiors ask what precisely you're wanting in return?
Then you make up some plausible-sounding lie. After all, that was part of our deal, Madison. No records, no oversight, complete autonomy. Vault-Tec keeps their nose out, and I do the same in return. No reason for either party to pry too deeply into the other's affairs, or secrets.
You really do know how this game is played.
Well, when you've been around as many politicians as I have, You learn a few things.
You have yourself a deal, Dr. Magnuson.
Ground floor. Ground floor. Fourth floor.
Combat initiated.
Excellent.
Good fucking riddance.
Ground floor.
Well, did you find anything?
I came across a holotape.
Excuse me, do you have a telephone I can use? I have an important call to make.
Of course. This way, Miss St. James.
Well, I'll be a Chinaman's uncle. St. James isn't a place, it's a person. A very specific person. Madison. Yes. Yes, I remember now. Madison St. James, Chief Procurement Officer for Vault-Tec. She was the one who recruited me after Robco gave me the boot. She helped salvage my project.
What's this project?
By now, it's possible you've already uncovered some smattering of information. I suppose there's no harm in sharing a little more. You see, before the bombs were finally dropped, a lot of us knew the day was coming. The end of the world, or at least the world that was. Individuals, corporations, governments, they all prepared for the worst. Ways to survive a nuclear apocalypse. For example, Vault-Tec had their vaults, Pulowski with their preservation shelters. I, however, had a better idea. As grand as it was attainable, all I lacked was the means. That's why I approached Robco with my idea, and later why I agreed to work with Vault-Tec. But things didn't transpire quite as I anticipated. For now, that's all I care to share.
Do you remember it now?
Yes, I do. I remember where I hid what you'll need to hijack Atomic Rain. Obviously, Miss St. James was not the location, but she was the one who granted me access to it. The technology you need is hidden in Vault 111. That's where you need to go.
Good work, Doc. I know the way.
Of course you do. And if I might add, I'm quite impressed by your attitude. There's not many who possess your composure and drive. I shall make contact with your partner. You'll be requiring his assistance. I'll have him meet you by the vault's entrance. And about returning to 111. I understand this may bring up some complicated emotions for you. But I assure you that this is necessary.
You're right. Let's get it over with.
Just focus on your goal, and it'll be over before you realize. You have your assignment. I suggest you make haste. Oh, and don't forget to bring the Steno.
Always wanted to get in that vault. Are we going in?
Hey,
Oh, hey. I got a call through the comm array. From Magnuson, of all people. Said to grab my tool belt and meet you here. What's going on?
well, we can find out the answer.
Ah, there you are. I assume you're at the vault. Good.
Hey, Dr. Magnuson? Jake speaking. If you don't mind my asking, what exactly are we doing here? I mean, I get that we're gonna hijack a bunch of satellites to blow up the gunners, but...
Have no fear, my boy. All shall be explained.
I'm all ears.
Your summation of the plan is correct, if a tad nebulous. We shall indeed hijack the Atomic Rain satellite, but in order to do so, we must establish a connection to the satellite network. And And for that, we'll have to replicate a pre-war mainframe.
What, like a supercomputer? No problem. I've got a few ASAMs with me. Just send over some blueprints and we can start construction right away.
Whoa there, Sonny. Hold your horses. I'm afraid those paperweights you call ASAMs aren't up to the task. That's why I've sent you here.
How does this device work?
Prior to the bombs falling, atomic rain was controlled by a system known as ECAM. At its core, ECAM was just a large room of networked computers, constantly communicating with the satellites it monitored and occasionally issuing commands. However, this communication was heavily encrypted and required real-time decoding. And that's what this supercomputer we build shall do.
Go on, Doctor.
Now, as you're both aware, ASAMs enable even the mentally deficient to construct fairly elaborate structures with great proficiency. But what you may not know is that the devices you've been using are not true ASAM sensors. Robco stole my designs and simplified them, bastardized what should have been one of the greatest technological breakthroughs into a cheap product. But if we're going to build something as complex as this supercomputer, we're going to need the real McCoy. We're going to need an ASAM sensor built to its original specifications.
Where would I find that?
Why, right beneath your feet, of course. Go ahead and start the vault's entry sequence. Head inside, and I'll guide you the rest of the way.
Go on. Button should be in that control room there. Here we go. This is Vault 111. Looks in pretty good condition, all things considered.
Your signal is starting to get weak. Set the vault's comm system to our radio frequency.
Already on it.
Yes. There we are. Much better. Now, start working your way towards the cryo chambers. Before the bombs fell, I hid a holotape containing the original schematics for a number of my inventions down here, including the ASAMs. That's what you'll be looking for. This holotape.
Small problem, Doc. It looks like the vault security has kicked in. It sealed the way.
Well, if you're where I think you are, you should see a fire control unit near a doorway.
Yeah, we see.
Lock the intake near the bottom. It'll trick the vault into thinking a fire has broken out. Should open the Overseer's emergency escape.
Bingo! That did the trick. But wait, if there was a fire, shouldn't the door remain closed?
Yes, it should have. But Vault Tech were never big on fixing design oversights. That's why they resorted to bringing in people like me.
Well, okay then. We're heading in. So, Dr. Magnuson, you worked on Vault 111?
In a manner of speaking. You see, Vault-Tec were struggling to achieve successful cryogenic suspension. Test subjects were being prematurely thawed out, resulting in tissue damage and cellular bonding with the consistency of
There we go.
runny oatmeal. I have a background in the field of cryogenics, so I offered my expertise in exchange for supplies, and the funding for my pet project.
This isn't the first time you mentioned this project. Would it be out of line if I asked what it was?
Yes, it would.
Weird feeling walking out alone when everyone else is dead.
Hey, you got the door open. Good job.
Hear that?
All right, Doctor, I won't ask about your project again. But I would like to know why you'd hide your invention schematics down here, and not someplace else. There must have been a reason.
I can respect a curious mind. I'll answer that query. It wasn't only that holotape I planned to hide down here, but myself also. I reserved the use of a cryochamber, part of my payment from Vault-Tec. I had set plans in motion that would take some time. Until said plans had seen fruition, there seemed little point in remaining conscious.
But you never made it to the vault. Did you run out of time to make it down here, or...?
No, I chose not to come. I discovered Vault-Tec never intended for me, or anyone else, to leave Vault 111. We were all to stay on ice, permanently.
Hey, Doctor, I got another question for you.
Why does that not surprise me?
Why are you helping us? Fighting back against the gunners, huh?
You know the gunners have an employer, yes? But do you know what it is they've been employed to do all this time?
Can't say that we do.
To the best of my knowledge, the gunners' contracted responsibilities are twofold. One, locate and secure components of a particular pre-war technology. And two, devise a way to deliver said technology to their employer. The late Captain West had already fulfilled the second part of the contract, and this new Captain Lamont is very close to completing the first.
But what's that got to do with...
This technology they've been searching for. They're called Ingram tapes. And along with the ASAMs, they were a core part of my project.
So that's why you're helping us. The gunners are messing around with something that was important to you. It's personal.
My boy, this goes far beyond personal.
Hey, we're seeing a bunch of those pods. We're in the right room. What now?
Find and open my cryo chamber.
I'm okay. How do we know which one is yours?
It'll be the chamber I'm not in.
All right. This one's empty. Assuming this pod wasn't yours, this must be the right one. Go ahead, open it up.
Hey, Doug.
It's open. What do we do now?
Next, you'll have to remove a component from the steno.
Oh, right. You mean that magnet rifle of yours. Hey, Slick, can you pass me the gun?
Sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
Check the rifle's coil assembly. You'll notice a small control board. Pull out the gold-colored chip. Don't worry, it's designed to be removed.
Wow. That's one tiny chip. Hang on, I need to find the right tool for this. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
I'd like to know more about Vault 111.
Part of Vault-Tech's Project Safe House. It was sold to the public as a shelter, meant to protect and house individuals in the event of atomic war. But in truth, 111's purpose was to study the prolonged effects of cryogenic suspension. Something that Vault-Tech's higher-ups were very interested in knowing the results of.
Why freeze yourself?
Despite their crude design, dubious purpose, and shocking lack of redundant backups, once I had finished overhauling them, this vault's cryo-chambers offered the perfect respite. When the bombs fell, I was already in my mid-50s, and it would take at least 2 decades for my preparations to bear fruit. Freezing myself seemed like the obvious choice. Of course, in the end, I ended up not using the cryo-chamber. Best laid plans, as the saying goes.
Who were the gunners working for?
For now, it's better that you don't know. Trust me, the knowledge would only cause complications.
Please, tell me. I need to know.
Very well. We can discuss it later, but now is not the time.
Chip? What's it do?
Most of my creations are designed around proprietary software, or hardware, like that chip. Verily, this was because I could fabricate more sophisticated components that were commercially available, or privately for that matter. But an added benefit of this is that my inventions and work became difficult for others to decipher, interfere with, or replicate. This acted as a safeguard of sorts, and it allowed me to use certain components as physical encryption.
Oh, I get you. So the chip in this rifle, it's like a key.
Precisely. And this key will open the way to where I hid the holotape. You'll find its accompanying lock on the intersection of my cryo chamber.
All right, got the chip. Let's try giving this key a turn.
Sealed off and concealed an old maintenance tunnel. The only way to find it was if you knew it was there. And if you had the key, of course. You'll find the holotape you need at the end of the tunnel.
Well then, after you, Slick. Oh, hell's teeth, it's cold down here. Fireworks! Those critters, how'd they even get in here? Sealed tight. Looks like this door had its own power supply, but it's long out of juice. Hey, Doc. You got another closed door down here. Any ideas? Dr. Magnuson? Huh. Guess we're too far down for the radio to work. Looks like we're on our own. This door's frozen shut. Don't think we can pry it open. We're gonna need a fusion core to get it open again. If you don't happen to have a core handy, take a look around. Maybe we'll get lucky. In the meantime, I'll see what I can do here. princess. You nicely done. Well, let's keep going. This is promising. Let's see here. Hello there, little terminal. What you got to say?
Magnuson, you're still here?
Well, this is definitely where Magnuson hid the holotape.
You know how it is, Bennett.
Only
Difficult
problem
to
is,
rest when there's
I think
still
it's
so
down at
much
the
work to
bottom
do.
of that flooded elevator shaft.
Work left to do. If anything, we're ahead of
Something the
schedule.
commander said.
111's refit is
Nothing's
almost
happening.
complete. Personally,
Maybe
I
all
don't know how
that
you did
water's
it so
putting too
quickly.
much strain on the elevator.
Let's just
The
say,
increased load is too much for the servos to handle.
Ah, yes.
I'm open to
Your
any
project.
suggestions you care to
Most
venture.
fascinating. Madison was telling me all
I'll
about
see
it
what I can
just
do.
the other day.
Always the problem solver, huh? I'm sure you'll find something that'll help. You always do.
Not that it's any of my business.
You just need to
but
find a way to get to that holotape.
really think it's possible? I mean, it's an incredible undertaking.
why not? We both know it's only a matter of time. Where would you rather be when the world ends?
Oh, that's easy. Right here, in a vault. I've already signed up to stay on site. 6 whole months. Then, once we get the all-clear signal, we can wake everyone up and start rebuilding America. I'm looking forward to it.
6 months. Is that what they told you?
Well, that's using your head. With the extra power, we should have no problem bringing up the elevator. All right, elevator coming up. Let's go take a peek, shall we? That looks like the holotape. Seems no worse from wear after its prolonged soak. Well, seems there's some other goodies too. I'll keep hold of this for now. I'm gonna head back up. Let Magnuson know we found the tape. Come find me when you're ready.
Hey. Hey,
I'm all ears.
Can we chat?
Sure.
What's on your mind?
What was life like before the war? Were you happy then? I hear the donuts were to die for.
I had a beautiful house, white picket fence, and a lawn with the greenest grass you'd ever seen. It was peaceful.
Sounds amazing. Think you could ever be happy here?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
I care about you. I'd like to see you happy.
What's on your mind?
Just wondering if we've done it as a synth or not.
Hey there.
Hold on. I want to talk with Magnuson first. Hey, Doc. We found the holotape. Dr. Magnuson, are you there? I guess something must have come up. Suppose for now, I'll just keep hold of the holotape until we hear from him again.
Thanks for your help.
Don't sweat it. Anyway, you did more than me. Say, if you don't mind the question, how are you doing? I mean, being back in 111. You okay?
I don't know. It's strange being back here.
Yeah, I can understand that. Just so you know, I'm here for you if you ever need anything. I mean, that's what a friend is for, right? Well, I'd say it's time for me to head back to the HQ. Hopefully nothing has happened during our absence. Oh, and just an idea, but now that we've explored this place, why not officially lay claim to it? There's a lot of tech down here, not to mention a near pristine vault. That's a valuable resource in and of itself. Up to you, of course. But I think planting our flag here would be a smart move. Anyway, I better get going. Good work today. See you later.
Excuse me.
Good to breathe fresh air again. Well, as fresh as you get in the Commonwealth.
Catch up, Dugme.
Hi.
So, you're not a shambler. Good thing I didn't shoot ya. Would have been, I don't know, awkward?
Nice work. Glad you're on our side.
You too, friend. You do excellent work. We're friends, right? I assume that's why we're talking and not shooting. I don't remember meeting you, though.
Who are you? What are you doing out here?
Yeah, so, that's 2 questions. Only got 1 mouth, so I guess I'll go with door number 2. What am I doing here? I think I was trying to throw away ammo? Would explain all the shells.
Sir, are you okay? Have you been injured in any way?
Not yet. Could have been real bad, though. Real bad. It's not the goals that'll eat you. It's the ticking. That's the sound radiation makes when it's angry.
Company!
Hi.
You look familiar. Are you my spotter?
You by yourself?
Oh, you're...
Where are you headed?
Maybe I'll go back.
You can travel with me.
That might be easier. I don't like sharing air.
Uh-huh.
Which is weird, you know.